In this video, I'm photographing my good friend Sarah Alice Burns. Sarah is a dancer for Beyonce and Jay-Z and a bunch of other people. Usher, Justin Bieber, Jennifer Lopez, different people. She's danced with
Beyonce, Haley Steinfeld, J-Lo.
Also a movement coach. So this is going to be good for anybody that wants to work with models and they don't know how to get people to move. I just put Sarah in front of the camera, but there's going to be 5 tips that I'm going to be sharing with you as a photographer that I think is going to help you become a better photographer and to do the things that you want to do so you make more money, because that's the whole point of this channel. And if you want to make more money on photography, do hit subscribe, because that's literally the focus of my YouTube channel. Point number 1 is just make sure that she moves. Okay, so a lot of people make their models pose. Like they'll literally go like this and they're like, okay, now pose, now neck out a little, and they'll go like this. It looks really, really bad. And I think that movement is good. In Sarah's case, I had her move a little bit less and pose. The reason why is she's a movement coach, but she was a dancer, and she's also a Pilates teacher. And so she understands movement. She understands how to be on stage with somebody so big. Even with Sarah, I had her do 2 poses back and forth. That's one of my favorite things. I did the same thing with men, 2 things back and forth. So I just gave you an example of like somebody posing like this, okay? All right, cool. That's pose number 1. Then that person should go to pose number 2. So maybe pose number 2 is just going like this. 1 and 2. Back and forth, right? But the difference is every single time you do it, I'm going to say, now this time do it with a smile. 1 and 2. Okay? And then now I do it with a little bit of like a brow furrow, like this, and then go like this. So you're going back and forth. Number 2, I make her laugh. I make her laugh because how we met on a tour in the Republic of Georgia. But we were hired by the soon-to-be Prime Minister of the country of Georgia. Oh boy. But I met Sarah and we got along because we were so brutally honest with things, and we would get to the point and we didn't play the LA game and everything. And I was like, I like her. How do you get somebody to trust you so fast? Men working with women, it's a little bit more of an uphill climb for you for reasons we all know why. Okay, because there's some creepy photographers that do it the wrong way and then tarnish all of our names. But even if you work with men and you're a man photographing another man, or a man photographing another woman, or you're a woman photographing a man or whatever, intimidation and discomfort can happen cross genders. I would ask for you to help them feel comfortable with just like 2 easy tips. When they're doing hair and makeup, sit down with them and talk to them about life, what they hate and what they love, and what music festival they're going to this summer, and all these different things. I treat them like normal people. But I also will tell them a bit about business, and I'll say, hey, for this shoot, it's really important that for your poses, it's really crucial that we do blank. And I'll talk to them and I'll say, I hired you because of this. Always, always works. It has never not worked. And that's what changes you from somebody who just pushes a button and somebody who puts direction and creativity and humanity into their work. Number 3, sometimes you don't need a lot of crazy things to make something work. So in this case, we rented from FD Studios. You can rent that room. I think it was $39 for the hour. I don't think I paid that actually. I think they hooked me up with a few free hours, but I make friends where I go, you know, so people want to help me because I want to help them. But we just basically had one room. I didn't use any strobes. I didn't use really even any bounce intentionally. I just used window light. Window light on one side and then window light on the other side of the room. Super simple. So I was inspired by these 90s Cindy Crawford shots for a Pepsi commercial. Or that's 2000s. I don't know when that was. But these iconic moments with Cindy Crawford. So she had like this white tank top, and I took a spray bottle and I just misted her whole body. That gives the illusion that it's super, super hot, or she's sitting in a steamy room, anything like that. And it creates this vibe. If we're already showing something that's Moroccan vibe, why not make her real sweaty out in the desert? And sometimes you don't need a lot of stuff. I see a lot of photographers, they'll go a million lights. You don't need that. You can just sometimes use a window light. I'm using a window light right here in the hotel room. And before I go point number 4, I want to tell you how else I'm going to help you. I have a photographer survival package. That's free. First of all, you can unsubscribe at any point. I give you a bunch of amazing giveaways, worksheets and cheat sheets and infographics and unique access to me and any jobs I hear about, anything like that. The community that I host gets all the extra privileges. I hope you use it. Let's go to point number 4, using very little. Now I mentioned this just a couple minutes ago. One lens, Sigma 35mm. Canon R6 with a little light, I guess that's the name of the adapter. And then I have a Sigma 35mm prime lens camera. I'm just gonna use one lens. That's it, it's a prime. So it's even one focal point. The people who don't have a lot financially, but they just have that willpower to keep going. If all things are equal, pound for pound, you have a kid that just was rich and got everything they wanted. Then you have a kid that didn't get everything they wanted, but that forced them to be way more creative and inventive. That kid that didn't have a lot of stuff will do fucking circles around the rich kid every single time. Every single time. So I encourage you not to have a lot of stuff. I encourage you to flex that creativity muscle. All right, let's go to number 5, honesty. Honesty, well, you just saw a dose of honesty right there. Honesty is so key. And Sarah says,
Walid is the most honest person you'll shoot with. Yeah, the most honest. You need honesty on set. You don't need yes people.
am I honest offset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just authentic.
Let's go, right there. I take that with pride because I don't play games. I don't mess around. I tell you exactly the truth because you need to be that person for your clients. It's really difficult sitting in front of a camera. It's really uncomfortable for people to sit in front of a camera and pose and to fake laugh, like ha ha ha. It's so dumb, right? It's really difficult for people and they need you to be honest with them. So if they don't look very good, it's your job to tell them, and they're paying you good money and you should be charging good money to tell them exactly what looks good on them. So I'll say what is good and what's not working. What's working, let's focus more on that. Let's give me more variety of that. What is not working, let's eliminate that and move to the next thing. I hope that helps you. Those are 5 points that you could take across all of your shoots. Follow this channel, subscribe. If you have questions or comments, put it all down there. And I think you need to watch this video next. It's my Michael Todd campaign that you get to be a fly on the wall. Watch me work with clients, watch me work with model, watch me work with glam, watch me with my whole team. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you in the next video.